You're watching Black. You're watching Black Eric D. Nice on YouTube.
Did you guys hear that? That thing said,
I call it F-165. You don't like it?
Hi guys, Black here. I want to tell y'all my history of Tesla stock, okay? Last year, December 16th, I first bought Tesla stock. I bought Tesla stock through Cash App, okay? I've been using Cash App to send money to my son and a few other people. So I trust them. I hadn't had any problems. So I was looking to see how much money I had given several people. And it flashed up that they were, you could invest in stock. So I don't remember whether or not Tesla was my first stock. I don't think it was. But I bought $50 in Tesla stock. Okay. 14 days later, I had made like $6 and something off that $50. So I was new, I was young, and I didn't really know how stock worked. Before I invested in Cash App, some months before, I had tried to understand how stock worked, and I didn't catch on, even though I read and I can read, but I didn't understand still. Okay, now when I sold my $50 in Tesla stock 15 days later, I had gained again $6 and some cents. I don't remember what it was. So now I had to pay, I think I had to pay, I gotta find this out. I don't know. Okay, if you keep this $6 and 70 some cents or whatever it was on the app, do I still have to pay taxes? I'm not sure. I have to find that out for y'all. But I'm sure somebody can tell me that. But anyway, what I'm getting at is this. I made $6 and some cents 15 days later after buying simply $50 in Tesla stock. Okay. I don't know, some months later, a month or two later rather, I decided to buy, oh, by the way, the price of the stock at that time was $364. Okay. I had $364 in the bank, but I wasn't going to put it on Tesla stock because I was young, I was new, and I was afraid to lose $360, I knew Tesla was a good company. I'm not an expert when it comes to electric cars, but I remember reading about them when they first came out some years ago. But I really got into them after watching Rich Rebuild. The black guy with the glasses that took the Tesla completely apart and put it back together. He really hyped me up on Tesla. He really did. And if it hadn't been for him, I probably wouldn't have, I probably wouldn't have invested the money. But I don't know, maybe I would. But anyway, the point of this video is this, guys. So months later, the price of Tesla had gone up from $364 to, when I sold it, I think it was, I'm not sure, but I think it was $414. So I sold it. I was afraid I was going to lose my little bitty $50. Well, anyway, the price, of course, kept going up. And when I decided to buy Tesla stock again, I don't remember how much later, but I remember the price was $540. And I'm like, wow, if I had kept that $50, I would have been ahead, But anyway, I bought $540 worth of Tesla stock, and the price went up. I remember it went up And I wanted to make more money, so I bought another $100 of Tesla shares. I mean, not $100, but $100 of one share. I'm sorry. And I remember I bought $100 when the price was like $700 and some dollars. I bought $100 when the price was $800 and some dollars. I bought another $100 when it was $800 and some dollars. And my last $100 I spent when it was like $900 and some dollars. Of course, the price started to fall again, right? I really wasn't worried because I knew the price was going to go back up, and it did go back up, but it failed again. And after this virus thing happened, the price dropped as low as $400. But at that time, I still had money to buy. I could have bought a full share of $400. I wished I had now. But I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know whether or not I was going to lose my job. I didn't know. I was afraid. I didn't know any better, you know. And it's so funny. I was afraid to buy $100 in Tesla shares. Instead, I bought like $10 one day, $10 another day, $10 another day. Okay, the price. I think I bought $10 when the price was like $400 and some dollars. I wished I had just went ahead and bought a whole share. I should have, but I didn't. But anyway, it's so funny now. The price is like $824. I think it was. I just checked. So that $10 that I put down, the $10 that I put down is now worth about $8. Which, think about it. You put down $10 and several months later, well, not really several months later, well, I don't know, a couple months later, that $10 is worth $8. I mean, it amazed me now that I know how the stock market works. It just amazed. Now I see why there's so many rich people out here. Now, even though I couldn't afford to buy $400 of Tesla stock, I'm sure there was a lot of people who could easily have bought $400. And just think, if I had bought $400 of Tesla stock back when it was $414, whatever it was, if I had bought that, and now that the price is $825, I would have gained twice. I would have gained twice. You know, so in other words, $410 would be worth $820 right now. Actually, $825, I think. But I mean, it's a trip when you think about it. You know, I just wish, you know, when I bought $100 when the price was $700, I bought $100 when the price was $800, and I bought $100 when the price was $8 something else, and $100 when the price was $9. If I had kept that $400, hadn't bought it, and just waited until it dropped to $400 and then put that $400 in, I'll be sitting pretty. Now, I'm going to tell you how much money am I ahead, if you guys are wondering. I'm ahead, I think it's $329 the last time I checked. So that's how much of a profit I made, even though I bought some Tesla stock at $900. You know, I've lost some money, a little bit of there. But I haven't really lost it. It's just I'm still ahead. Now, this is where it comes confusing to people who don't know much about stock. Because I remember if I had heard someone saying what I'm saying now back in December, I would have been like, blah, 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 blah. But I just thought, you know, if it's anybody, you know, on my level that's listening to me, you know, sometimes when we hear stuff from us, we understand it a little bit better. So this is the purpose of me making this video. It's to me just amazing how the stock market works now. I mean, again, guys, if I was a millionaire and I had bought $1 million worth of Tesla stock at $400, how much would I be ahead now that it's $825? I can't tell you, not without using the calculator. We've all heard the expression, the rich get richer and the poor gets poorer. And the reason for this is because rich people know how to make money and poor people know how to spend money.